Pryor comes away with it. He steals it down the floor. He's going to take it. Nope. He's going to dish it to Hadley. And J'Vonne Hadley with the bucket. The Cards on a quick spurt here.
Getting here, getting a steal, leaving break. Giving J'Vonne the layup.
Luxiger sitting up in the corner. They're trying to get it back over to him. Blocked by Traore. Miles blocked by Hadley. The Cards with 2 block shots on the same possession.
Straight up and under move to fake. Get James Scott up in the air and duck under for 2.
Edwards. Waterman to Smith to Hadley. Nice play from Louisville. Chucky under the basket.
A lot of it is just putting yourself in a space to where you can replicate that same habit of what you do in practice.
Edwards gets the tip. Scott gets it. Hadley in for the layup.
And the foul.
And the foul. J'Vonne Hadley. Good defense from Louisville leads to.
And the last thing you want, if you're Pat Kelsey, is for your team to go on another cold spell here.
Hadley on the drive, scores it off the glass. 7 for Hadley.
Hadley rolling to the basket. Wide open Edwards. Cashes in from downtown. How does Louisville respond here? Like that. Backdoor thing of beauty. 2-pointer that puts UTEP ahead 4-2 here early on.
It's a good sign for UTEP to get points from Kevin Kalu early. Get him involved into the game.
That's a good sign for Louisville. Edwards drives. Hadley, the one-handed putback, and he draws the foul.
Rebound, he's their leading rebounder at 6'7".
J'Vonne Hadley with a 3 for Louisville. Up by 7. Poked away. Edwards. Watkins is back there. Edwards goes to the other side of the rim.
Traore.
See, I don't mind the pass out. I just would like to see James Scott assert himself under the rim as a scorer. He's the tallest guy on the floor right now.
Like J'Vonne Hadley just did.
There you go. And Hadley is smaller. James Scott is just not used to it, but that's what Hadley does. Okay, but the best combination of scoring and name was Trayson Eaglestaff at the University of North Dakota against Alabama.
Edwards and one.
Younger brother of Hunter Tyson, who is terrific for Clemson. On the block, mismatch. And Hadley takes advantage.
And once R.J. Davis saw Rain Smith backpedaling, he made the right choice.
The blow by J'Vonne Hadley provides the immediate answer.
You'll watch Louisville not make the outlet. They'll get into their transition game quickly, try to get matchups like this. Pushes, they get immediate mismatch. Here's James Scott with a nice naked side transition, quick hitter, which is a lob catcher for the Cardinals.
Hepburn wins it back for the Cards. Here comes Hadley. Counted in the foul.
If you're going
He's got to figure out a way to make an impact in his team. Hadley goes right into his chest. Counted in the foul for the Colorado transfer. Papa Conte will be in soon. I think he just brings a physicality that's needed. And Guillermo Diaz-Graham has struggled with the physicality and to have an impact on this game. Floater, and Scott doing what he does, the two-hand jam.
Hepburn gets it back from Scott. Hadley left alone, 2 defenders left him, and that led to Scott laying it in.
7th consecutive game with exactly 7 assists, and his 8th straight game of at least 7 assists. He's 5th in the ACC. There's a basket for Hadley on the drive, plus a foul, and this appears to be a game-sealing little flurry for Louisville.
Well, they tightened it back up.
To get some stops against this Louisville team.
Chucky Hepburn, shot clock at 3. Hadley. Let's see if they give an assist on that, or is the streak broken? If this was being played at the Yum Center, I bet you they'd give him an assist. I don't know about here at Moody Coliseum.
Handle, and here comes McCollum for the Yellow Jackets the other way. And then he loses it. Scramble for the ball, and look at this. A breakout by Hadley.
And a lot of that was Terrence Edwards Jr. And oftentimes you see where coaches always talk about they want their team to have their personality. Watch Louisville and how they fight out for this, and you see the guys hitting the ground, realizing it gives you an easy one.
Hepburn for 3. Offensive rebound to Scott. And now Edwards, little floater, not going to go. Stick back is good by Hadley.
He's evolving into a guy right in front of our very eyes. He missed last year with an injury. He's picking up strong.
Great take, J'Vonne Hadley.
Lob, and boy, that got deflected away. Traore again got a hand in there. Here's the lead, and Roos! And one!
Taylor driving kick, and then they moved it for Styles, the Georgetown transfer, and another offensive rebound from Huntley Hatfield, but a turnover to J'Vonne Hadley, who lays it in.
He could be a real spark in helping NC State with some of their offensive issues, but there's another turnover.
A 6th, and then Hadley gets the goaltend.
J'Vonne Hadley, 1 to shoot, backing out a defender. That's a tough finish inside.
And I think Watkins can get that shot anytime. Again, this is not something that Florida State does a good job. You love to see him put the ball down on the floor and take advantage of the mismatch. You see Hadley with a little bit of muscle.
Tough shot. Oh. And got it to go. He wears number 22 for the Hokies. Played 2 minutes at Miami on Saturday. Here's a turnover. And now Edwards, the layup, and 1 on the serve and foul.
I don't think so. Might have been a little contact, but pretty good defensive play.
And now Hadley the steal. Ball got kicked around. Hadley going to scoop it up, and he will lay it in.
Here comes Lowe. Got bumped, no foul. Lowe wants it. He better get back in the play.
Scott! Great Scott! Have led the way. Edwards of 23, Hepburn 37, and there's a steal. Edwards down the floor. Chucky will give it to Hadley. But still a 9-point lead for number 14 Louisville. Hadley knocks down Blanks and scores. J'Vonne Hadley's got 7.
Throwing the cards a little bit out of kilter.
Hadley fights through the baseline and scores.
But that's the one area you're always going to be exposed against a 1-3. Well, Hadley attacking the basket's able to finish along the baseline.
And there's Scott dancing around Hadley for the rebound. Hadley, oh, he had Edwards on the wing, but he has himself in the paint. Timeout, Stanford. 9 in a row for Louisville.
Good ball movement. You get Chucky Hepburn involved, and then a bit of an Olay. Hadley with an easy one.
Wiggins tried to bounce it, picked off. Hadley to drive, stop. Great hesitation.
Brad Brownell may have to trust him to stay away from getting that 4th foul and inevitably the 5th foul.
Downstairs and a foul too.